You have a problem and I'm going to make it even worse, because your wishlist probably looks like this and I'm going to make you add even more games. So let's have a look at 16 upcoming indie games you probably haven't heard of. What indie game are you most looking forward to? Let us all know your indie recommendations in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you like videos about indie games, JRPGs and more. Alright, let's go. Let's start off with Surfpunk, a PvE co-op extraction action RPG that's really unique both in its setting and gameplay. As the name suggests, Surfpunk is set in a tropical wood, which is pretty refreshing, and surfing from island to island is a key feature. With a group of up to 3 friends, you will hack and slash your way through hordes of enemies, collect loot, and try to extract as much as possible. After a while, an earthquake will raise the water level, and it's time to surf back to the extraction ship. Back at the base, we'll be able to craft new gear, learn new skills, change the class of our characters, upgrade the so-called rush board, and a lot more. And then it's time to repeat the loop. I think this sounds and looks like so much fun, and I can't wait to get my hands on this. Okay, this one looks insanely cool. The Last Night is a cinematic jump and run and sci-fi thriller. In this we follow Charlie, a second-class citizen who lives in a post-cyberpunk world where androids basically do every single job. What's left for humans is endless free time and a question of the meaning of life. The gameplay will be a mix of platforming sections, shooter action and stealth elements, all packed in absolutely gorgeous graphics and a cinematic presentation. I mean, it's insane how awesome this looks. It will be up to you how you approach conversations in this game, not just with the dialogue options though. If you decide to draw your weapon mid-conversation, NPCs will react to that, and that may be a good idea sometimes, and other times it's not. Last Night looks like it's going to be something really special, and I'm so ready to feel the vibe of this game. Oh look, another game about surfing, but this time it's sand. If Sword of the Sea looks familiar to you, then this is because the artist who worked on Journey, Apsu and The Pathless is working on this one as well. And just like Journey, Sword of the Sea is less about fighting and more about exploring a mysterious world. I think there isn't any combat in this at all. The story will be told with color, light, music and sparse dialogue. I mean, look at this world, it's almost as inviting as the beautiful red subscribe button that you can hit if you enjoy this video. And just as smooth as my call to action was, so is the movement in this game. That will very likely be a very relaxing experience in itself. The fact that Austin Wintory, the composer of Journey, is responsible for the soundtrack gets me even more excited. Add this to your wishlist if you like me and sometimes need a relaxing and beautiful game like this. Silent Planet is an exploration-focused gothic sci-fi Metroidvania rooted in cosmic horror, which sounds like the perfect combination. Our mission is to explore a planet and find the mysterious Angel's Egg, an ancient artifact that is believed to be the source of all life in the universe. For combat, we'll get several options for melee and ranged psychokinetic weapons. While exploring the underground complex, we will influence the environment with our actions, which sounds pretty unique for Metroidvania. Admittedly, there isn't much more we know about this, but so far, this one gives me heavy Castlevania and Metroid vibes, and I'm all for that. If you want to keep an eye on this, you should add it to your wishlist. Tethergeist wears its inspiration on its sleeve. This game aims to be quite similar to Celeste, only a bit slower. While in Celeste the precision-based platforming was centered around precise dashes, Tethergeist works by slowing down time and finding the perfect spot to teleport to. There won't be any weapons, combat, monsters, power-ups or skill trees. It's all just pure, challenging platforming, designed around exploring new movement systems to achieve satisfying leaps and bounce across levels. That's what the devs say. The spirit traveling with you can change, unlocking new ways to interact with the environment. I think this looks and sounds awesome, and if you're interested, there's a demo you can play on Steam. But first, let's have a look at the next game. The Eternal Life of Goldman is a platformer adventure mix, with gorgeous hand-drawn graphics. The precision-based platformer aims to be challenging while also avoiding potential frustration. What the devs mean by that is, this is precision-based, but it's not required to learn a sequence of movements that have to be executed perfectly. Instead, getting from A to B is more a question of creativity and improvising. Exploration does play a role here, but this isn't a Metroidvania with backtracking. and more a linear game with additional secrets to find. Combat, especially bosses, looks super fun and the environments are gorgeous. Just watching the trailer alone makes me want to play this, and if you feel the same, you should add this to your wishlist. Standalone is an action roguelike where you will play as a sheep fighting against wolves. Yeah, this isn't a joke. There is an AI that is supposed to protect the sheep, but somehow lost its memories. It's our task to uncover the truth behind this strange scientific word. Of course, there's no better way to do that by hacking and slashing your way through hordes of enemies in this stylish, fast and fluid combat. The cool thing is that we'll be able to download new skills from enemies, modify and transform them to find synergies for our next run. I played the demo and I think the combat is super responsive, fast and fun. When you're still thirsty for some unique roguelike action, you should definitely check out the demo and add this to your wishlist. And when you're done with the action and want some relaxing cozy game, you should check out Wanderstop. Believe it or not, but this is developed by the creators of the Stanley Parable, which gets me excited already. The protagonist Alta owns a tea shop, providing a moment of rest for adventurers, so our main task is to run the shop. That includes farming ingredients, cooking and serving tea, while listening to the stories of our customers. This sounds way too relaxing already, but the fact that you can decorate the interior of the shop and take some time out yourself is the cherry on top of the cozy cake. But there's a twist, because Alta doesn't want all of this. She wants to be a warrior. We will find out how all of this plays out when this comes out sometime next year. The Stone of Madness is the next game by the devs of Blasphemous, which immediately piqued my interest. It's a tactical stealth game set in a Spanish monastery in the 1800s. 5 prisoners join forces to face their fears, resist the madness, uncover the secrets of the monastery, and escape. We will swap between all 5 characters on our way out, making use of their unique abilities like casting spells, distracting enemies, summon ghosts and more. Combining these abilities and exploring every corner to find tools and clues will be crucial to escape. But every character comes with their own fears and traumas, so we have to keep an eye on that so that they don't get paranoia, dementia or other diseases. And there will be 2 completely different campaigns to play. If this sounds as awesome to you as it does to me, you should check out the demo on Steam and add this to your wishlist. In contrast to the previous game, Entropy Survivors is a straightforward bullet hell roguelike that looks like a lot of fun. The best thing about this, we're playing a powerful mech and a sharpshooting space frog simultaneously. There will be a whole lot of options to customize our mech and space frog, like upgrading gear, changing character classes, and getting wild in the skill tree. The gameplay loop is mostly inspired by Vampire Survivors, and co-op with up to 4 players will be available at launch. This looks super quirky, chaotic and fun, and if you're looking for a game to mindlessly play a couple of minutes every day, you should keep an eye on this. A lot of roguelikes today, but I think they're all pretty unique, so hopefully there's something for you. Tears of Metal is unique because it's set in the Middle Ages, and it's third-person 3D action, instead of the isometric or 2D style typical to the genre. That alone is pretty interesting, and the fact that combat plays out on huge open battlefields sounds like it will be a fresh roguelike experience. We can unlock and level up several characters, unleash powerful skills like a huge fireblade, and most importantly, playing co-op with our friends. Between each run, we can build our own settlement, which unlocks more possibilities for upgrades and more. Honestly, I'm super excited to play the demo soon, and if you don't want to miss this, you know what to do. Add this to your wishlist. When I first saw the trailer for Symphonia, I immediately thought this was inspired by 2 awesome indie games, Celeste and Grime, because this is a cinematic precision platformer and there's no combat in it. The unique thing about Symphonia is that it's centered around music. The protagonist's violin not only works as a tool to get access to blocked areas, but also for movement. Our task is to overcome the challenging platforming sections and assemble a new orchestra to end the silence that the world suffers from. Honestly, that's all, and it's really straightforward, but an easy to understand and hard to master precision platformer if all I need sometimes, and I think Symphonia looks incredible. This beautiful pixel art game is Onikura, which couldn't be more simple in concept because this is a boss rush game. There's no exploration, just pure, straightforward combat. You can jump, attack, parry, dash, and use a special attack. That's it. The fun is learning the attack patterns of each boss and getting better with the timing of the parry. Talisman and upgrades, however, change the core mechanics like making it easier to parry or changing the way you dash. It's super simplistic on paper, but I played the demo and I think this could be really fun. If you love a good boss rush game, parry mechanics, and all of that wrapped in Japanese mythology, then adding Onikura to your wishlist is a good idea. Okay, this is definitely the weirdest game on this list, but in a good way. Morsels is an action roguelike with monster collection elements, and I think this looks insanely cool. On our quest to defeat the evil cats living in the sewers, we will collect dozens of so-called morsels. These creatures are basically our characters, all come with their own abilities, and can be swapped between on the fly. The cool thing is that we will find secret levels that may even change the way the game plays and looks. I don't know, but this already looks so crazy and addictive at the same time that I can't wait to get my hands on this. Good thing is, this will be released in February of 2025 already. Grime 2 is the sequel to the super underrated Metroidvania Grime, and it actually will be quite similar, which is only a good thing. Once again, we get to explore a dark and surreal world full of secrets to find and challenging enemies to defeat. For that, we have the ability to absorb defeated enemies and gain their special attacks, like firing powerful projectiles or even summon them for additional help. And assuming this will be like the first game, we can expect some incredible Metroidvania exploration with awesome abilities and well done backtracking. Just be prepared for some really tough encounters, because the first game was hard. If you love dark, disturbing, Souls-like Metroidvania mixes, then you should add Grime 2 to your wishlist. I feel like a lot of people missed the announcement of Spire 2, so that's why I wanted to talk about it. We can look forward to a game built from the ground up in the new game engine. There will be new slayers, new enemies, treasures, actions, and cards to discover. This will be packed with new stuff. The dev said that there will even be new ways to play the game, but these haven't been announced yet. I think, looking at the success and the popularity of the first game, you can't go wrong with giving this one a go. Just note that this will be released in early access, because the devs once again want the community to give their feedback to improve the game, which is nice. If you're a fan of Spire, you should add the second game to your wishlist. Alright, that's the list. 16 upcoming awesome indie games. What game on this list will you add to your wishlist? Let us all know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you love indie games, RPGs, Metroidvanias, and videos about these kinds of games. Alright, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.